Back, ladies and gentlemen, to our coverage here on day number 2 of the Hellcase Hell Cup 8. Of course, we had our first map already concluded, and we're already into the second map. Endpoint starting on the CT side here on Train, and they've already found a couple of kills to start things off. S Gaming is now scrambling to try and find control of this A bomb site, and Surreal has their number. It's Robin already in a very forward position as well.
Yeah, quite aggro. He's taken down 2 so far. Surreal picking up the 3rd for his team, and Robin a 3rd for himself now as well. Now with Dore, the only person to gain a frag from the T side in this round. And right now, their last hope of keeping their clean sheet of pistol rounds alive. They won both of them on Vertigo. It's looking like Train's about to be a different story as Thomas finishes him off.
Yeah, the pistol rounds derailed for S Gaming.
That's a Train joke. Well done.
Yeah, I know. Choo-choo. Endpoint do get themselves into a scout very early on. We did get to see them kind of bounce back on the CT side of Vertigo. We maybe don't get to see that same repercussion to early S Gaming getting a nice start. But at the same time, we expect to see players like Kisse, like Rufire, try and kind of lead the way for S Gaming as they did on the previous map.
Surreal, quite a long angle holding on the B site, waiting for that push from Brown Halls, but it's Crucial who opens up the round, and well, it's a scout pickup for him, and unsurprisingly, he is going to be able to take down that first frag. M4 going to fall after Surreal picks up one more, but look at these trade frags. All the rotations from Robin. Thomas helps out as well. And Endpoint scored themselves a second round with only a single casualty in the form of Surreal.
Yeah, and Crucial did a good job just making sure that because his teammate died at the back of bomb, he just had to get into a position so that they couldn't recover that M4, just in case things got a little bit precarious. We talked about the odds being poor on the first map.
Ooh,
now that they're a map up, it's even worse.
Bank your house on S Gaming, and you win a second house. Confirmed. Don't do that, please. Bet responsibly.
Wouldn't you get 21 houses?
20. Is that how? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how this works. But yes, please don't do that.
Me and Yumi are not responsible for your betting habits.
I'm barely responsible for my own.
Well, round number 3, we'll full buy from both sides now. We see fully automatics across the board for S Gaming. Endpoint not buying up in this round. They are still going to be sticking with the 2 scouts, one on Crucial, one on Mighty Max, with M4s across the board surrounding them. A little bit of damage going to be dealt by Dore on to Surreal as he gets a little bit aggressive up close. Surreal going to be able to find anything there, no damage, but Crucial picks up one, but the trades once again from RU Fire and Senator. Secure, basically, this round. Unless we see some wonders come on through from Thomas and Mighty Max.
At the moment, they're still slow on the approach, hoping that S Gaming maybe think they've fallen back already. Hunting for these weapons could have maybe caught them off guard, but after holding for a time and finding nothing, it's going to save these weapons into the following round. The Scout isn't the most worthwhile saved weapon, so I wouldn't be too surprised to see Max get a little bit aggressive, maybe even swap out to this weapon in towards ladder, but no cigar. It's just going to be that scoped rifle and the standard issue for the Endpoint side. A good divergence onto this B bomb side after good opening frags for the S Gaming side. That is a good sign. If they can win these individual duels and force the rotations heavily, we wouldn't be too surprised to see Endpoint kind of over-rotating a little bit early, which allows for more sneaky and more diverse plays on the S Gaming side.
We know they can do it. We've had a couple of lurkers, I believe, in the form of Fame and Kisse when they're on the T side of Vertigo, lurking around onto B site when Surreal was basically just holding it down every single round. And it worked out there. So if Endpoint given the opportunity, S Gaming are definitely capable. Speaking about opportunities, Robin, inside a Pop Dog right now, uncontested, could decide to go up the ladder and cat out 4 players from S Gaming. No aggressive pushes from Endpoint as of yet, though. Surreal still going to be holding. Just at the bottom of Cat. Runs up the ladder, spots out 3. And that call's now been made. Sprays down DeRay, looks for damage onto a second as well in the form of Fame. He's going to be able to find it and looks for that third and final frag, but not going to be able to find it there. Sarantor takes down 2, but he's traded back relatively quickly. 2 versus 2 now. Weapon advantage going to the way of S Gaming. Health advantage, well, non-existent. No scope there for Money Max. Just to get some form of damage down range. Isn't going to connect. So I'm not going to be able to find anything else from there. But with these positions, Endpoint taking this very, very slow. But I'm going to be recovered by RU Fire now.
Yeah, the problem with them going as slow as this, though, is Kisse can get very close. You can hear for these rotations, he's deep through towards the spawn. He hears the step from Mighty Max. The gun advantage certainly favoring Kisse, but a lot of missed shots, and Max is feeling the pressure in towards spawn. The headshot found, but Robin has a whole lot to do now. 2 positions to clear out, and Rufire catches him out as the smoke deploys. An equalizing round for S Gaming. Again, a B site end.
Does now force the CTs of Endpoint down onto pistols. Now we've seen them pick up deagles in these sort of situations. Going to see Thomas pick up 1 now. Robin with a Zeus. Wasn't able to find anything with it on Vertigo, but we're on train now. Maybe the opportunity's there. I know Robin. He is going to rush straight to Pop Dog and wait for someone to push into him.
He's got a lot of damage with the USP, though.
Not surprised. Oh, spots out 2. He's going to drop Kisse down to 27. And Kisse's just going to be railing bullets through that wall, hoping for the best right now. Nobody home, though.
All of you guys have been astute and observed that dynamic prize pool. You remember that if you go over to Hellcase.com, you can use SLTV and use the Hellcase Cup box to help increase the prize pool, help support the players and the tournament.
You like seeing that in CS?
Yeah, it's like a mini TI.
Yeah, it's like the compendium from Dota.
I know it's not quite the same scale. You know, we're not talking millions of dollars, but
yet.
Yeah.
One person will buy a lot of those cases.
Hold the phone. This could have been a more interesting round. I mean, a couple of kills already with the pistols. Endpoint, this is really the main objective accomplished, right? You deal with a couple of rifles, you put a bit more strain on the T-side economy. You're overall having an okay time. You know, you get 3 kills, you're having a good time. 2, just okay.
Not quite vibing. Got a full buy now, moving on through to round number 6. S Gaming taking the lead so far after a 3-round win streak from them. Looking to continue that into a 4th with Endpoint looking to stop them down.
So far,
Flash right in the face.
So far, we've had a lot of B-side ends, and so S Gaming, I wouldn't be surprised if they start putting a bit more pressure over at A, just to kind of explore and identify how they play it out. But Robin getting an initial frag, already traded out by DeRay. Endpoint so far haven't found clean opening engagements. Thomas does get himself very advanced, however, and with Senator going down, I don't think Thomas gets cleared. DeRay missed shot as well on the adjustment. Thomas springs the trap, finds the frag, and Endpoint find the advantage.
Ooh. It's all good. Mighty Max looking to take out Fame. He's on the lurk now. No one's seen him yet. He's behind Crucial. Looking for this pick. Just trying to find at least one more frag here. Spots out Mighty Max, sprays down, takes out Crucial as well. We're cast on black screen. It's all right, guys. Thomas looking to be able to close out the round now. 2 frags to his name so far. Are you fire? Now in a 1 versus 2. Looking for blood, looking for frags. Takes down 1. Not able to take out the second, though. Surreal. Finishes the job. And as time, looking for these weapons. Knows there's an AWP round here somewhere, but just decides to defuse the bomb instead.
Right. Bit awkward. Do apologize, everybody. We had a small clean feed issue, but we did get it sorted. Listen, man, I can't control how my internet functions, unfortunately.
How dare you, Yumi? Yeah. That's all your...
I felt like you were painting a whole picture, like a Bob Ross painting in my head about what was happening, so it was fine.
There were pretty little trees everywhere. You loved it.
Yeah. No mistakes, only happy little accidents.
Tell that to my CS teams, please.
Yeah, very, very big accidents.
You missed that spray, but well done. You painted a clean circle around that player.
Like that scene out of Ali G.
It's really niche. I don't know how many people will probably watch that film because it was
got,
relatively big in the UK, right?
Yeah, we've got some Endpoint supporters in here. I feel like they'll appreciate that. Maybe the S Gaming side just kind of been like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
What is Ali G? Never heard of it. If you don't know what Ali G is, after this series, go on Google, go on YouTube. If you are, I'd say above the age of 18 for the safety of people.
I'd say
look at Ali G.
I'd say 16 is probably.
I'd say in this day and age 16, yeah, but he is hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, that filled up our freeze time.
No, I know.
Perfect.
Just small disclaimer. Definitely not one of those pieces that ages very well, but still, it's a snapshot for a time.
Was it late 90s, early 2000s?
Yeah, something around that. Anyway, the equalizing round is good for Endpoint. That one time that S Gaming explore over towards A, Endpoint able to shut it down. So S Gaming go back to the tried and true slow work of the brown holes, surreal initial pressure.
Ooh.
Smoke deploy does alleviate that pressure, but now he can play around it, reposition as he sees fit. But he hasn't called for a rotation as of yet. Really only crucial in support.
Molotov going to be deployed now. It's going to deal damage to Senator and Zaray, but they are going to be able to extinguish it relatively quickly. No frags as of yet. Ooh, 2 of them though. For the T side to be able to take out Surreal and Crucial before they could really get started in the round. Thomas up close and personal takes down Senator. And Fame lurking. Here's out Robin, sprays him down through Z. He's got up in their faces. He's trying to deal more, but Money Max is down to 8. Thomas down to 47. Is there enough in this round for Endpoint to be able to capitalise off the back of this? Kasei, close, isn't going to be able to hit the shot though. Thomas takes out Fame. Mighty Max takes out our fire, and somehow Max spots out Kasei as well on the top of Cat. A round which realistically Endpoint probably shouldn't have won. And they are just going to be able to do it milliseconds in it with no defuse kit on Thomas.
How have they done that? The connector play is so disruptive. Endpoint really shouldn't have, like you said, that just shouldn't be a round that they should be winning. S Gaming had the advantage. They have the bomb planted as well. And they just get aggressive. They're punished for those aggressive angles because Endpoint able to win the respective duels. It's a double-edged sword. You either kill your opponent or they kill you. It's a high risk, high reward.
Welcome to Counter-Strike.
Yeah. High risk, high reward. I mean, you don't have to take the fight. That is always a viable option. You can play the bomb if you so please. But S Gaming have gotten a lot of success over at B. They consistently seem to find openings and just get themselves into a bomb plant or an after plant scenario.
The patience there from Crucial. Most people would see the initial peak and just shoot the shot, give up your position, and potentially lose your life because you missed the initial. But waiting for just that wider peak for S Gaming there. Just see that Crucial very much. Ooh. Legend on the AWP. A shot onto Crucial. Sorry, a shot onto Fame from Crucial there. Surreal picks up one more as well. Kasei has to fall back. Drop down to 59 from the molly. RU Fire's fallen the same fate, but this time on the A side down Pop Dog.
Well, with that bomb being dropped, I think all hopes of the round are there alongside it.
Yep. Not much else can really be done in this one. A 5th round for Endpoint. And that's quite a crucial round for them, because if we look at their economy right now, we can see that a strong majority, well, all of them with the exception of Surreal, are below 1k. So being able to take 5 players through to the next round with full armor, full utility, a lot of weapons as well, does ensure that they're going to have some form of economic buffer moving into the rounds onward, as well as SK. Sorry, SK. I got to save out this round with an AWP and an AK to their name.
Yeah, that's why Endpoint weren't hunting as well. Just that economic play. They're all looking for a little bit more in reserve so they can afford up these nades. Should they lose their weapons, they can buy back. And S Gaming don't really have a whole lot in the tank either. This should be another accumulator round unless Rufar and Kisei can get something done with these saved weapons. But given that they didn't die after the round, it does mean that they have even less money in reserve.
No money. Yep. Nothing they're taking through to this one. It's just the weapons that we're going to be seeing a stack, most likely. 3 players stacked up around this AWP. If Kisei falls, someone's going to try and recover it. But Kisei's aggressive. He doesn't care there's a Molotov chucked down there. He burns his feet a little bit, but he's still able to get into position down Ivy.
And Rufar trying to creep his way out. Olaf as well. Gotta make this a bit of a pincer maneuver over towards Ivy. Max does have the support of Thomas at a distance. The nade does significant damage on Kisei, but Rufar, the timing is perfect. He catches Thomas mid-air and in transition. Max able to at least answer right back, so at least the rifle is dealt with, but suddenly Ivy is wide open.
And the 4 lurking players from S Gaming are going to take advantage of that. Haven't spotted out anything as of yet. Marnie Max has to recognize that this is going to be an Ivy push. Spots out Fame, sprays him down with ease. Looks for Diary as well, and isn't going to be able to find him in the opener. Kisei retaliates relatively quickly. Damage dealt down to 26. The flick from Crucial to be able to take out Diary before he can even fire a bullet down range. Does take a little bit of damage on the secondary engagement as he peeks the same angle. AWP versus AWP now with Kisei.
Robin should have this.
I think he does. Yep. Spots out the AWP. Misses that first shot, but doesn't miss the 3rd, 4th, or 5th as he picks up 2 closing kills in the round. 6th round for Endpoint and a 3-round advantage for them. But now a full buy.
Yeah, a good idea from S Gaming at the very least. A lot of pressure and a lot of presence shown Ivy early on, and a great timing found by Rufar as well. Some pieces of the puzzle at least identified, but they still couldn't paint the right picture. Or piece the picture together, I suppose, because you're not painting on a pixel puzzle.
I mean, you can get painting digital puzzles, that's alright.
This analogy is falling apart.
Much like the aggression of S Gaming in that last round. Kisei, going to be one of the only players without a weapon in this round, just a deagle. But it's going to be Senator who falls fatal to the hands of the Silence M4 of Mighty Max. Molotov quite deep down Ivy. How to block off any form of aggression from the CTs, and now they need to run. Hot foot it. You're in the fire, boys. Mighty Max with the spray. No connections as of yet. But the lurk from Cyril takes down one in the form of Fame. Looks for a 2nd and a 3rd, but has to fall back. Recognizes when a fight is not his to take. He doesn't have the high ground.
Oh.
Nade. Oh, actually deals minimal damage.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
Not quite as much as we were hoping, or we would hope for. We followed the nade, we followed the trajectory. It wasn't quite the damage we were looking for, but Endpoint is still finding the results that they so desperately wanted. Max able to get one more. Thomas finishes off the round, and although only 2 players survive for Endpoint, it's another hold of this A bomb site. So far, minimal success going towards the other side of the map.
Yep.
B has been a lot, it seems, easier for S Gaming, given how slow they play out these rounds. But just exploring the other half of the map has yielded no results. So you maybe expect to see the following buy for S Gaming. Go back to that tried and true once again.
Is that just the nature of the B side though? Or is that just Endpoint not being as strong on the B side defense? Do you think?
I think it's more so a weakness of their A side takes by S Gaming. I think the protocols are both kind of there, but hold the phone. Actually, in the midst of all this chaos, the smokes, the pistols, they're closing the gap. They've actually brought it to equal numbers.
Wow.
Max actually in a man deficit, have to try and bring it back in a 1v2, and DeRay finishes off the round. We're talking about all the success they see over at B, but it's just pistols that wins the round for them.
Well, they found their success on the A site. It's sprint at them with pistols out.
Yeah.
There you go. Just do that. Just drop the guns, sprint at them with pistols, get the round over and done with. Get a 5th on the board. And, well, that could be the end of Endpoint. And M4 taken through to this round from Crucial. Only person who wanted to buy up. Pistols across the board for the rest of the squad, though. But with this double nade stack, It's going to go into Team Main. It's not going to find anything right now. Fame going to be able to open up the round with Money Max. He didn't have a real weapon, so he's going to be happy about that one. Crucial, able to pick up at least one for himself. Looking up Pop Dog now, waiting for someone to get a little bit too aggressive, but no one in his line of sight as of yet. The AK's dropped from Fame, but it's an enemy territory. No way to recover that as of yet. Well, I eat my words, actually. Thomas, once again, the chaotic nature of himself, decides to push on up and recover it for his team. DeRay trades one back, though.
Unfortunately, not quite able to get out of dodge with that AK. Rufire, this lingering presence from Ivy. He's crept so far out, but Crucial's ready for it. Rue still comes out on top of the duel. Robin, with a recovered rifle, still alive and kicking over at the A site. Did so well in these chaotic instances on Vertigo. A harder endeavor on Train, so many angles, so much to clear. And with him spamming through the smoke, they know exactly where he is, and that the B bomb site is open for business.
Ooh.
But they don't even get so far as to plant the bomb. S Gaming a 5th round.
Now with that save in the previous round of Endpoint, of course, means a buy in this one. The double up setup is what we're going to be seeing, which I believe, I could be mistaken, is the first time we've seen it this map. Crucial and Money Max both picking those up. And it is one of those maps which it can work very, very well. We've seen quite early on into this game, Crucial and Money Max both picking up the scouts instead of committing, obviously, fully into the AWP. To scope weapons, a lot of long angles. You can hold these pixel shoots as well. And, well, it can definitely work. But Kisei is going to make sure that Money Max can't get anything for his stats. Taken out before he even gets started. Thomas recovers the AWP, though. Now 4 versus 4. Cyril spotted out. Close range once again. Just going to be holding on the B site. Thinking about getting a bit aggro, but decided not to. Robin holding down Pop Dog. Waiting for someone to jump into his crosshair, but they're falling back. S Gaming are taking it slow.
And he's still got to re-navigate this portion of the map. Of course, Endpoint could have re-aggressed through T main. Let them get a bit aggressive on their eco round as well. Interesting that you see Thomas on the AWP. We had Surreal as the secondary AWPer on Vertigo. So it seems like it's a map-dependent choice. Well, S Gaming begin their approach towards the A site. Ivy seems to be the main territory. Again, we're getting...
Same thing.
Yeah.
So... predictions then. What do we think's happened in this round, Mike?
Oh, has it happened for you as well?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I was just making sure that that wasn't a me thing because
no, that's so. HLTV. Oh no, it looks like we're back. Robin is going to be able to take down Sonato in one of the rounds, and well, DeRay trades it back relatively quickly. DeRay a second, looking for a third. Not going to be able to find it so far, but he's going to be able to close out the round with a 4K as he finishes out Robin. 7-6 for Endpoint. S Gaming pick up one more round for themselves.
That's a huge weight off my shoulders. I was thinking, my internet, I'll have some stern talking to with some people. But
it's all good.
Ultimately, it's another good round for S Gaming. We sort of came into this with the expectation that Endpoint do play this map. Of course, with this being S Gaming's pick, we expect them to be somewhat prepared for it as well. And we've seen a more preparedness in general, just a lot more set utility, not just one set of nades either, quite a few in what is, I assume, an execute. And Endpoint seem to just be losing a lot of individual fights as well. In this anti-eco, it doesn't seem like there's really going to be too much of anything going the Endpoint way, given that Surreal is all that remains in an instant, and he is going through the brown hole or white holes now.
Come on, Surreal. 1 versus 5. You've got this. You've got a deagle in hand. No armor. No utility whatsoever. The clutch, I believe. Is this misplaced trust, I think?
Well, given he's not going too far, I just don't think it's winnable.
Come on. Come on, Surreal. You've got to go for it. Take down the AWP at least.
Yeah, you see what your belief does? Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. 7-7 now. Final round of our first half. Round number 15. Soon to get underway.
There's a quick reminder. Sorry, quick reminder, guys. You saw the odds up earlier. We saw how in favor of Endpoint those were. If you feel otherwise, unicorn.com. They got some good rates. Or at least from what we could see, seemed like some good rates. Also,
it was 1 to 21 earlier, wasn't it?
At
the beginning of this map.
1.02. Yeah,
1.02 to 21, which is
wild.
Again, not a betting man myself, but I know that that's not good. I mean, all very good, depending on who wins this game.
Precisely. Well,
Full buy from both sides.
Yeah, Crucial back on the AWP. Surreal once again getting tagged up on that lower peak. And he has employed Mighty Max to try and reinforce this bomb site. They haven't seen too much success in locking things down here on the Endpoint side. S Gaming have approached the site many a time with a lot of success, and they seem to be going back to the tried and true Surreal. A lot of pressure.
Just to clarify, DeRay does have an AK, not just a Zeus that he's holding out. Don't worry about that. Surreal going to be able to pick up the opening frag, a second one as well, one to Fame. But DeRay, before he even had an opportunity to use that AK, thrown against the wall with the AWP shot to the head. And now, are you fire? Look at this, rotate round into Z. Looking for a little bit of blood, a couple of frags. Are Endpoint expecting this? Bomb is dropped on site right now. Are you fire? Peeks into two of them, and it freezes up. He takes down one. Crucial is able to retaliate, but now it's all on Kasei. Oh my lord! Rips Crucial's head clean off. Now in a 1 versus 1 to close out the half. What's going to be more powerful, the M4 or the AWP in this predicament? Bomb's still going to be dropped. Robin knows he can just play time. He recognizes what sort of angle. No, he hasn't. Kasei knows where he is, but Robin with the M4, just the 2-tap to finish him off and secure that first half victory for Endpoint 8-7.
Yeah, not quite how we thought the half was going to play out. Of course, this map a lot more CT-sided, and so much. Typically, we don't see teams lean towards the B bomb site as heavily as S Gaming were, but that seemed to be the case throughout. Just consistently hitting the site over and over again, and only when they were in an advantage did they start to explore the other side of the map, and that's when Endpoint started to claw back a few more rounds. Impressive stuff in terms of just initial opening duels, and maybe we get to see more of that on their CT side as well. We are trying to sort out the issues that appear to be happening with our clean feed, by the way, guys. It's
trying our best.
Yeah.
So for the time being, we'll cross our fingers, hope that the game gets kicked off as we swap sides.
Yeah.
Endpoint on the T, the best gaming on the CT. Now, obviously, it was an incredibly close first half, right? Mm-hmm. Do we expect to see the second half go the same way, or?
Obviously, dependent on the pistol, I do expect that Endpoint will have a bit more control over towards A than we saw S Gaming ever really take. But that kind of, like I said, depends on how this pistol goes and how quickly they can get online in that endeavor. I mean, we're already seeing a lot of success in terms of getting opening kills. DeRay is all that remains, but we don't expect he'll come away with anything, and, well...
No. He does not. I believe the half... Yeah, it ended 9-7 there. Endpoint going to be able to win out that pistol round, and... Got to be completely honest.
Yeah, at the moment, I'm not going to be showing the stream, the game, because there's nothing. This is. I'm clicking the PowerPoint slider as fast as I can, and I can't get the slides. All right, fingers crossed, guys.
Still yet to initiate on a site. Still only the opening frag from Zanatal. A little bit of damage going to be traded back to Crucial, but no damage back down range. 22 seconds now, and Surreal starts blasting. 22 seconds. Now, Surreal is going to be able to take Down Kasei.
Yeah, Kasei was in a really good position to potentially trump the Ivy push. He did get shot from the teammate. Surreal able to deal with that at a distance, and a real close call in terms of the timing here for Endpoint. Only getting the bomb down with 10 seconds remaining. Had one of these S Gaming players been unaccounted for, could have thrown a huge spanner in the works, but Endpoint now separate, distance themselves from these pistols and SMGs and hope to lock out the bomb site, which Surreal will help in doing so.
Yeah, Senator, well, I was about to say the only person with a frag so far. DeRay picks up one of his own as well. Looking for that second, and he's going to be able to find it. He isn't going to be able to recover that AK right now, though. Fame takes down Surreal, and this is not looking good for Endpoint. Molotov going to go down. Money Matt's holding the angle. He knows he is going to be able to win this round simply by the use of the Molotov, but he's on the hunt. He knows he wants DeRay, and he is going to be able to find it. He's going to fall for his troubles, but a 3K and clutching out the round for Endpoint. He can be happy with that one.
Yeah, that is a dicey round. We saw them lose a round like that on their CT side. If they had conceded their T-sided one as well, their anti-ecos aren't looking too hot. But a decent recovery. That is what I think Jackie and SEO used to coin as a max round, because when all things seem to just be hitting the fan, out of nowhere, Max will arrive and deliver another round win for you.
Do apologise about the tech issues we're having, guys. It's unfortunately out of our control. We are trying our hardest. Don't worry.
Trying to give you as many of the rounds as we can as well. So as soon as it stabilizes, I'm like, right, we're back in there. But at the moment, it is not happening.
Ten shuts down that FAMAS. It was pushing directly onto the site. Only 20 seconds left on the bomb right now. Diffuse kits not available. Only 10 seconds remaining and no additional frags gained. It is looking like S Gaming are going to fall back. Bomb goes off. 11th round going to be gained by Endpoint, it appears.
Yeah, everybody positioning away from the fight. Just going to save these weapons. Round number 11. Fortunate for the Endpoint guys. Of course, after the pistol round success, they have yet to concede a round. And of course, we didn't get to see it, but I imagine the first kill is Thomas just running at them with a MAC-10. So
it's surprising he wasn't.
Oh, no, yeah, he died like oil train. Interesting.
It's quite a slow round, all things considered. The bomb was planted before anything really got started.
Yeah, given the
I've got something to show you here. Like,
oh?
You wanted rushing? Here you go. Take that. Thomas and Surreal rushing up together with the MAC-10s, and they are able to take out RU Fire. Robin takes out Fame as well. And there's no trade frags as of yet. 5 men from Endpoint holding together with just Kisei remaining. What is this round? Robin thinking about the knife kill, but instead just jumps and taps one down with that AK.
Right, we are in completely different places, I believe. I was too far behind, and then now I'm too far ahead. Right, hopefully this is the last of it. This, you know, knock on wood. This should be the last of it.
There we go. Potentially
4 more rounds of play. Endpoint thus far, a hot streak coming out onto their T side. A few awkward rounds, but we'll consider that as still a streak.
Not the best buy from them right now, though, right? They've got they've got 4 rifles, but one of them is a FAMAS, and we still got the MAC-10 on Thomas, which I feel like he wants to take to his grave. He doesn't want to stop buying that or drop it until he gets taken down. We see rifles on 3, And
Thomas has
on
got
two.
so far up.
Look at
Again.
this. We just keep letting him do this. It's Thomas. You can't do this to him. DeRay, look to your left. Have you spotted Thomas out? No. Oh my god. Okay, maybe he does. Down to 9 HP though. It's definitely not clean. The rotate round towards the A site, it seems.
Yeah, Crucial has so much space. S Gaming have over-rotated. There's nobody on the A bomb site, and Crucial has it all to play for.
Kase's rotating finally back from CT spawn, but still hasn't found anything. Looking down, well, hopefully looking down tunnel in a couple of moments, but no one pushing Z. They're all going to be pushing from CT right now, RS Gaming. Haven't heard the bomb go down yet, hadn't spotted anyone out as of yet, but as the bomb goes down, they know it's on A. 4 versus 4. Health advantage going to the way of Endpoint. I can't say weapon advantages though. In this situation, these two AWPs could be crucial. And Kase and DeRay. Peek from Mighty Max. As he waits to spot someone out. Senator.
They don't have a kit. This time I think I'm actually accurate. They don't have the kit, and they're playing the round out incredibly slowly. S Gaming not finding the space they needed, not finding the picks that they wanted either on the rotation in, and Endpoint have just outmaneuvered S Gaming in this endeavor. It's... Again, if we go back to that point, that's the second time now in what back-to-back rounds outside.
Yeah.
Sure, they had the anti-eco where they rushed A, but in back-to-back gun rounds, Thomas has crept out towards the B bomb site, been unchecked, and he's just... if he has a rifle, he wins that fight. He's running around with the MAC-10, he's playing a little bit greedy. Sure, you know, he doesn't want to have to reinvest into a more expensive rifle when he already has something that he's already capable enough at killing people with. But, like you said, how do they keep letting him get away with that?
They need to play around it. And they have been good about playing around certain things. You can see there, Crucial getting aggressive. Finally been picked off. No real Ivy presence now, with the exception of Robin. Thomas trying to bait out something down Pop Dog. Nade going to be deployed, but Fame not having any of it. Molotov down as well. And ooh, Fame having to waste utility just to not get taken out, but it's Thomas who gets just a little bit too aggro there. Fame using the enemy smoke to his advantage. He's picked up that single frag. Util in this round. Towards the way of Endpoint, and Fame once again. Hot Dog held beautifully, but Mighty Max holds that angle beautifully as well. Are you Fire and Fame? No damage traded back to him. Oh, the AWP shot from Senator there through the smoke. Leaves Mighty Max sole survivor. And an 8th round go the way of S Gaming.
Yeah, they finally break this long string of rounds. That was 6 in a row?
I believe so, yeah.
Wait, no, my math is terrible. It's 5 in a row.
It was 5 in a row, you're right.
Yep. Finally, they get their first round registered on the CT side. This is why people don't do math on stream, by the way. You just leave it to somebody else.
So what's that for us? It's maths and geography that we can't do on stream.
Just about.
The amount of flashes! Oh my god!
Yeah, it's a bombardment, and Robin's crept so far up. Kise is none the wiser. By the time he can finally see again, it's all over. The bomb site is completely conceded. The Ivy player smoked out, had to rotate through spawn, and Endpoint take this A bomb site in an instant.
The white of the flashes fades as the white of the heaven gates open up for all of the A-site players. It's DeRay and Senator. Nothing for them left in this round other than to tuck their tail firmly between their legs and run for the hills, saving this M4 and the AWP.
Yeah, that's a recognition, I think, of S Gaming not playing 2 players sort of dedicated to that Ivy side.
Yep.
You sometimes see players like playing left and right side Ivy so they can bait and switch for each other. You've got one dedicated to spawn so that you don't have to worry too much about a wrap towards the B side of things. But just having that solitary Ivy player, as soon as he gets smoked off, he has to either make a tough choice of running straight through the smoke into an exposed Olaf and Old Hell, or he potentially leaves himself exposed to Ivy itself. So A great fast play and recognition, it seems, of the CT, or the basic CT positions from S Gaming. We'll have to see if they can replicate that moving forward. A very clean round from Endpoint and one that they hope to replicate. Senator already legged up by the flash shot from Crucial.
That's an opener. He's happy with that one. Of course, doesn't have any idea he's hit him in this situation. Hasn't been able to check if there's a blood spout on the wall or anything like that. He was completely blind, but that does now change the way that S Gaming need to play this round. They are borderline playing in a 4 versus 5 scenario. They traded out the AWP on Sonata. Are you fire of fame? This is so aggro. Robin's been spotted out. Are you fire looking for that opener, but not able to find it. The spray there from Fame. Looking for a little bit more here as well. Surreal taken down before anything can really get started. Continuing through there. Fame going to be tapped through the wall with the AWP. Now it's going to be Mighty Max finishing the job. Kisei looking to pick up a frag with that AWP. Nothing there. 3 versus 3. Health advantage going to the way of Endpoint. 1 round away from map and series point right now. Thomas, aggressive, once again, unsurprisingly, ran out of bullets, down to 9 bullets in his clip and wasn't able to finish the job. Combined health total right now of, well, 24. Not even that, 23 actually.
22.
Oh my god, I've butchered it twice. Crucial. A pistol can finish off these 2 players. He's got the Julies available. But it's going to be the AWP to the chest that finishes the job. Yeah, no maths on stream.
Yep. I thought you were doing it intentionally at first, and you were like, wait, no, 23. I'm like, oh no, he's being serious.
Oh, what a blunder.
Yep.
I hate to see it. Speak about blunders. That round from Endpoint, it was unfortunate for them. They started off well, but they didn't check their angles. S Gaming looking to creep into the double digits right now. Still a full buy for Endpoint. 3-man stack going towards Ivy. 2 of them rushing down Brown Halls. Surreal looking for this opening pick. Waiting for someone to peek in with the AWP from Cap, but nobody there. Crucial with the sprint boost now. Looking for that opener. Spots out one of them. Waits for the smoke. Oh, the timing. Milliseconds off. We've been able to take down Sonato. He does escape with his life. And he is safe for now.
Yeah, that actually forces Sonato back, so even if they don't find themselves a frag, it means that there's less information for them to play off of. He can't hear the rotation back away from Ivy either. Not quite within earshot. So S Gaming look to get aggressive elsewhere. We saw Fame succeed in this exact angle, this exact position before, but this time Crucial's ready. First kill in. S Gaming have lost a bit of presence over at A, and they've called for reinforcements. The secondary B side player is now lent over to the A site. But they're actually
trading back,
a little bit too hard. Over towards B they go, and the A bomb site is a little bit more precarious than it was once before. Are you far inside the smoke, just holding and lining it up, even while smoked off. He gets the kill on Thomas. It's easy enough, but they concede the site.
They might concede the round off the back of this as well. Sonato waiting. Pushing up slow with the AWP, needs to check to the right, and while he does, he is going to be able to connect it onto Surreal. Looks for just a little bit more in the form of Robin. Rips his head clean off his shoulders. Now in a 2 versus 4. It's going to be a tough round for Endpoint to be able to secure here. Gun barrel spotted, rips his hand off instead of the head. And Sonato coming up with an amazing 3k in that round to open up the round for S Gaming and take them to double digits.
Yeah, that's a big round from Senator. Shot after shot, even after his position was immediately disrupted by the Endpoint side. They showed a lot of presence towards Ivy. He was in the right spot at the right time for each and every one of those peaks. Just finding
so
shot
happy you
after
check
shot.
the angle.
Yeah.
Because most people would just push onto the site, not expecting to have to check through Ivy. Kind of expecting, okay, the bomb's planted, like, someone else can check it. But the smoke dissipates, he checks the angle, he takes down Surreal, and that just sets him up for 2 more great kills further on into the round, which does now put the hurt on Endpoint. We see Mighty Max, he had a little bit of excess money there, so he's going to bring himself back in line with his teammates' economy by picking up the AK. Thomas with that Mac 10 as well, but Surreal is going to be the one who opens up this round. Deagle's shot onto Kisei. I'll take that up. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Pushed out onto the site. Looks for at least one more. Nothing found as of yet. DeRay looking for Thomas. Knows that Thomas gets aggro here, and he is going to be able to find him. No damage going to be traded back. Continues to spray through the smoke. Damage going to be dealt, but no frags gained. Crucial, however, picked up a second for his side. Senator, frag onto Crucial. Looking just a little bit more now to be able to close out this round, but it might be too little, too late. Refire on the back burner. Not able to find it. Senator is, though, through the smoke. An 11th round for them. Looked like a clean and easy round for Endpoint, but that opening frag from Surreal, but there's nothing else they could have really capitalized off the back of.
Yeah, and the flash going a little too deep for Endpoint. They maybe get that kill. Crucial's able to stay in the middle of the site without having to peek himself out. But, you know, ifs and buts don't win you rounds. S Gaming, with that double up setup, once again, looking to employ it once more. Fame fully flashed up, blind as a
Fame has no idea where he is.
Has no idea where they could be, but Fame and Senator come alive. 3 kills in rapid succession, and the push completely trumped by Endpoint. They have only Sandwich and Hell to work with, but Thomas and Crucial are fighting back.
I was about to say, look who's still alive. It's Thomas and Crucial. Crucial is going to fall at the hands of Fame, who are continuously holding that pop dog angle. Now just rushes out onto site. Pick up a 4K in this round. And Endpoint having some trouble closing this round out. Closing out this match as well. Down to pistols once again. Deagle's on 2. CZ on Thomas. And Tech9 on Robin and Mighty Max. Same can't be said for S Gaming. They've got rifles across the board.
Yeah, not struggling in the economic department as of yet.
Not at all.
Well, Surreal won't get the same opportunity he had last time towards Brown Holes. No Orper on the other side, but he just forced Senator back once again. Time he calls for reinforcements. Double ups on both the angles.
God.
There's only so much you can do about this one. First player, ooh, almost wanted out of the sky. The smoke and the Molotov do force them back, so they take control of Ivy. And these pistols up close, going through those smokes proves a whole lot of issues for these Orpers. I think they've only identified that one is there. Kisei over to the right side. They try to rush him down. Eventually they swarm him, but Senator gets 2.
Takes out Robin through the smoke, completely blind. Only had audio to go off of, so it's completely a shot in the dark. Thomas up close and personal. CZ75, of course he gets that frag. Nade at his feet. Down to 16. Ooh. Another frag for himself on the M4, and he's looking for a little bit more, but can't out AK in that situation. Sprayed down. But now we're going to see a full buy from Endpoint, right?
Yeah. I would quite like to see S Gaming get a little bit aggressive towards Ivy. I think it's something we haven't seen thus far, and while it's something it's hard to say that they'll do it just because it's a difficult call to make when you are a round behind, just about to equalize. It could definitely throw a huge set of issues if Endpoint aren't prepared for it. Look at the ADR from Fame.
I was about to say, the ADR on 3 of them, actually. Senator, DeRay, and Fame. All above all of the players on Endpoint.
Yep.
And unfortunately, just at the bottom of the leaderboard of S Gaming. They are just falling behind. It is a 3-man show so far.
Doesn't seem like we'll see anything out of the ordinary as of yet. S Gaming, same positions as usual, but this time Crucial comes out ahead in the opening duel. Senator dealt with, and he's been a huge issue for them in the past, so a high-impact player dealt with. Kisei already forced back as well with his ult.
Obviously on Vertigo, it was Kisei who was the tried and true AWPer, but it does look like his place has been taken by Senator. That's both your AWPers down. Refire recovered one of them. Surreal might try and recover this one here as well, but in a 5 versus 3, I don't think it's really going to be needed. DeRay's going to get aggro though. Smoke's going to plume, but he rushes straight into the crosshair of Surreal. Tries to go for that pick, but only drops him down 78 HP. The tap there from the AK does the job. And look at the eco. It's not great for S Gaming. And they're now going to be playing for overtime. 15-13. An almost guaranteed scoreline here. And they need to save these two weapons.
Yep.
Robin, once again, going aggressive, looking to take these weapons
the movement
out of the hands of the CTs. He's getting quite high up.
He has to strafe around the corner. He's missing the secondary pallet jump. Okay. I thought it was going to be good movement, but it ended up being a poor display. But over on the other side of Ivy,
there's some more. Ah, Molly. An unfortunate placement for it. Just whiffs. Isn't able to connect it. Crucial. Tries for the left shoulder peek, and it's not going to bode well for him. Tries for it, but isn't going to be able to find any form of success. 2 frags picked up there by Rufire. But that does take Endpoint to a 15th. 15-13. Potentially the final round in this best of 3 between Endpoint and S Gaming. And S Gaming, I'm going to be honest with you, they have surprised me. Coming into this, we thought this was going to be a relatively one-sided game. S Gaming, of course, they did well coming up through the qualifiers. 2-1s in both of their best of 3s. And there's still an opportunity for them to be able to 2-1 Endpoint here as well.
A little bit more aggressive over towards Ivy goes Senator. Could
Very
catch
aggressive.
Robin off guard here at this angle. He's been pretty aware of this as a possibility. But Senator this time catches him with his pants down just before he makes the jump across. And there's nobody to support Robin this time. Usually there's 2 or 3 players, and it's a very good recognition from the S Gaming AWPer. So that means they have to accelerate over towards B. They're afraid of the information given up. And Kise caught in that same regard. Knife out, pants down. S Gaming give up the B bomb site, and the plant can go down for Endpoint.
DeRay has the high ground right now, holding from Cat. Not showing his position to anyone on the site right now. Slow, steady, aggressive. Spraying down one, looking for Thomas. Isn't going to be able to find it. Senator takes out Thomas, though. Marnie Max, it's all on your shoulders. You want to close out this game, or do you want to go to OT? That's the real question. Looks for the AWPer. Damage dealt. No frag gain. Close range from RU Fire, but Fame from above takes him down and brings us to round number 30. 15-14. As Fame defuses the bomb. And the 2 AWPs going to be recovered for Rufire and Senator. Full buy still going to be available for Endpoint. Money in the bank available.
Yeah, but this is feeling like an overtime.
It really is.
Momentum firmly shifted into S Gaming's camp. And a bit more confidence, it seems, as well. Senator has been playing very passively over towards Ivy in so many of these rounds. And I said I wanted to see a bit of Ivy aggression. He definitely helps and scratches that itch for me.
I mean, it worked as well. The first time they've tried it, it paid off. Fame. Going to be holding by a ladder on the A site. Borderline alone. Thomas taking out Senator. One of the clutch players for S Gaming. Fame going to be able to retaliate relatively quickly, though. RU Fire picks up one of his own. D-Ray trades it back right away.
Bomb dropped in
Robin and Crucial. Yeah, bomb is down, and it's not looking good for Endpoint right now. They're looking for some form of information, but Robin, I think it's even too hard for you to win that one. Now we go to overtime. The way S Gaming have been playing this CT, I feel like they've got a good chance to get a decent advantage here.
Yeah, by and large, we don't see that same exploitable weakness that we seem to find from Endpoint CT side. It's been a bit more evenly split on these retakes as well. S Gaming, the rotation kills have been very, very big. It hasn't simply been lock the players out of your sight. It's been play a little bit further back and move into your shots. And that's been working out wonders for them, because Endpoint clear out all these angles and there's nobody there. But now that we are into MR310K, people can afford everything that they possibly desire, but the fast pace from Endpoint, it's not quite met with the rest of the Endpoint side. Max was alone. Robin dealt with afterwards as well. Surreal tries to claw it back, but Thomas is the last man standing.
Yeah, Kise's been relatively quiet this game so far, but he comes alive with that 3K. Looking just a little bit more, but it's going to be D-Ray who does finish off the job. Picks up that AK to take through to the next round for the first time in a long time. S Gaming take the lead.
Yeah, they've been fighting from behind just to get to this point. And that may be just enough to bring us to a map number 3. They've held and gotten the momentum for such a long period of time now. There needs to be something drastic that changes on the Endpoint side. They've tried these faster plays, and S Gaming seemingly more prepared for it, even with the bombardment of flashes. Even when S Gaming seem like they're fully blinded up on the site, doesn't seem like Endpoint are able to get these kills on these blinded players.
Just no opening for them.
Yeah.
They use the U-Seal to its full effect, but they just aren't able to find that opening pick. At least in these last few rounds, anyway. Damage dealt to Crucial. No damage traded back, though. Something different we saw quite early on in this was aggression from S Gaming up towards Brownhalls, just to force the Endpoint guys back.
Yeah, and a much slower approach to the round from Endpoint. No real differences in the S Gaming setup either. Aside of that initial pressure, very bog standard, outside of the fact that they've stacked 4 towards this B-bomb site. They're playing fully for the retake at A because they have ladder control, and they hope to hold on to that as well, even if they concede the site. It'll eliminate a number of angles that Endpoint could explore, and Fame, he gets smoked off. He holds once again and tries to deal with this ladder pressure initially, but the site is open for business. Endpoint are going to be in a 5 versus 5 post plant if Fame goes by unchecked here and just sits in the smoke.
Flash from RU, but again, nobody home. Hears that the bomb goes down, but doesn't know whereabouts. Endpoint just need to hide. Plant is for Ivy. They could peek out this, but Fame's committing so much time into Pop Dog right now. Like, there's nobody there.
Yeah, finally he pulls the trigger.
Yeah. Took a little bit of time. He does take down 2, though.
All comes down to timing. Robin just prepared for the peak, just trying to hold them off of the bomb. Crucial with a kill on the ult. Robin dealt with as well, but Crucial has to push forward, has to get them off the defuse, and he does it.
All he needed.
DeRay left in no man's land. Max finishes off the job, and everybody goes up with the bomb. But a round win for Endpoint. That is an identical round to one that we saw in Regulation, where they heavily committed to the B-side rotation while being a man down. This time, it's in a 5 versus 5. S Gaming just thinking they have the hard read on how Endpoint are positioned, and, well, they give up the site for free.
Big commitment from Fame there into Pop Dog. Did pay off, but this time playing something a little bit different. Going up into Heaven instead. Crucial looking for that early pick. Not able to find it as of yet. Towards the B site. And, well, Yumi, you wanted aggro.
Yep.
Sonator has your aggro down, Ivy. Pushed all the way up, uncontested so far. But there's nobody there for him to find. Oh, you fire waiting for that push through T main, but another smoke deployed to cover his escape. Yep, the big lurk from Sonator. Oh, they're going to be expecting this.
Oh.
Robin actually is expecting it, but he isn't able to pull the trigger fast enough. Left mouse button must have been stuck or something. 2 frags for him. And that is damning for Endpoint. Now on a 2 versus 4. Well, make that a 1 versus 4 with damage dealt to RU Fire. Surreal. 22 frags to his name so far. Looking for a little bit more. Make that a 23rd. Could he go to 26? 35 seconds on the clock.
Tried to pick up the rotation.
Yeah.
But he's waited long enough that the rotation has actually come through. Gets spotted out. Kisse with the AWP. Endpoint lose the round. It was that aggression through Ivy that we've been waiting to see from the S Gaming side for the entirety of the regular half. It's finally whipped out in overtime, and it catches Endpoint completely off guard. Robin had an inkling. His spidey senses tingling, but not quite able to react as quick as our Marvel friend. These are good signs for S Gaming, though. Now moving into this, they're already a map down in the series. This is their own map pick. Of course, it being as close as this, it's a bit worrying, but only
especially
need a couple more.
Especially considering Overpass is not looking like a strong map for S Gaming. Like I mentioned earlier, last time they played it, from the stats that we can find, it was 16-5. So yeah, it's all well and good moving to that third map if they can get there. It's then seeing if they can continue that momentum and kind of perform on a map which isn't in their map pool. Because they're going to be able to open up that first frag onto Crucial. Looks for that second as well. Rips the head clean off Surreal. DeRay onto Thomas as well. And that could be the beginning of the end for Endpoint. Robin and Mighty Max holding the final defense. But they're on B. Bomb is now looking like it's pushing more towards the A site as they lurk back round into T spawn.
Robin, he tried to reaggress, tried to get anything going. After committing so many resources, brown holes, still not able to secure control. And well, Max with the AWP. You can argue there's a reason to save this, but he has to try and secure an exit first because that bomb hasn't been planted. The time is working against him when it's traditionally for them. Well, he's about to get swarmed from all sides. If they are able to deal with this, they force them into a position where they have to drop the AWP over, but Max is finding frags still.
I mean, he had a defuse kit. He can get this.
No,
too
many obstacles.
Yeah. Well, Endpoint now playing for OT2. S Gaming playing for Overpass.
Yeah, what a different Kisse we're seeing now in overtime. He's had some really high impact frags already, just in the 4 rounds we've been able to see thus far. And none more exciting than that. He gets the opening AWP kill, as well as the little jump peek to see the push on the lower ramp as well. He has certainly kicked it into a different gear now that it is crunch time. Another aggro play from Endpoint.
Snattel's worried right now. Knows that direction of that smoke, how it fell, could be quite up close and personal. Not one's going to be deployed. Just about to stop any form of team main push right now. Ivy's still an option. Nobody holding it as of yet for Endpoint. With a minute on the clock, S Gaming do need to decide where they want to go. They are setting up for a basic default A execute. Mighty Max is going to be holding Ivy from the site. First person to peek into him. Could fall. And he misses the shot. That's actually a really bad one to miss in that situation. Sonato is now going to be able to push on through, take out Thomas without any form of, well, really deficit to him. He misses that second shot as well. Fame's going to be able to pick up a second onto Crucial. And now with Robin and Surreal, the last 2 guys remaining, it's not looking good. Surreal picks up one more, looks for a second, isn't going to be able to do so. Robin in a 1 versus 4. I feel like there's any player on Endpoint who could do it, it's him. Yeah. But it's just too much of a tall order. No, I believe 19-16.